Has a lot to
Finish.
do. Bang,
Boom.
roof
Oh,
of the net. Honestly, he is so good. Brighton
finishing.
Boomer.
His finishing
That's
is
why
insane.
he's one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League last season. Why? Because he just scores. Guys, such a good finish as well.
Good finish.
Look at that.
Boom.
Roof of the off the bar. Ah.
Gotta
No
give Bruno
referee
props.
fuckery today.
Give Bruno the props. Bruno knows when Boomer's running, he leaves the ball. Heaven whizzes it in, he leaves the ball. Yes. We've got it. We've got this in the bag.
Yeah, he's got
97 minutes are gone. Blow
Blow
the whistle now.
He's proper.
Tried to cheat
Boomer.
us.
He is.
Tried to cheat us, didn't you? Blow the whistle.
And there you go. That's
well
full time. Manchester United, 3 points back to back to back. Premier League victories for the first time under Ruben Amorim. He's smiling. He's applauding the fans. He knows. Big moments for Manchester United. Stormy times, stormy days still came, DJ, but we overcome. We managed to get through the storm. And this is what you've got. When you've got top players, when you've got goal scorers, when you've got creative players like Brighton Boomer, like Mateus Cunha, like Bruno Fernandes, like Benjamin Šeško, you've got chances. And I tell you what, he said it's a springboard. We saw maybe the best and the worst of Manchester United points today, but I'll take it. 3 points again, DJ.
Yeah, 3 points. And look, that 7 minutes, I'm still going to talk about it. But I'm still going to talk about it because where the hell did that come from? I asked people in the chat to tell us. I don't think anyone's still come up with an answer where that. There needs to be an inquest into that. But that aside, Brighton Boomer, how good is he, Owen, man? How good is he?
So good. And this is what I said before the game. I've mentioned it many times. When the season ends, we'll have the conversation about who is our signing of the season. I think that answer will be Brighton Mbeumo. I think when the Premier League talks about signings of the season, even pound for pound, and he was a lot of money, I think they'll say Brighton Mbeumo. And you mentioned about he's still got levels to go. I think that even at Brentford, when he's one of the top goal scorers in the Prem, I don't think the Prem's done the best of him. I think we're going to see him on another level. He is playing with better players, and he is someone that thrives under pressure. He's someone that, look at the 7 days that he's had. Scoring at Anfield, now scoring 2 goals at Old Trafford. He's putting every single game numbers on the board, goals, assists. He's a top player. And look at the players together. They know it's a big one. As you said before the game, it was a big one. We did make it maybe a bit more difficult for ourselves than we needed to. Maybe Ruben might look back and say, a couple of those subs I might not make next time and a couple of errors. But when you've got players that can score goals, DJ, it makes a difference, doesn't it? Makes a massive difference.
It does make a difference. And it shows why the investment was made in the striking department. It shows why the investment was made and why we needed to make that investment, because that is what you get. When you spend the money, you should be able to get the quality in needed to push your team forward. We knew that goals was an issue last year. And, we've still got a lot to go. This is a new, complete front three that need to obviously get to know each other even more. But today was, I feel, the first true step in them actually gelling. Some of the link-up play, aside from the goals, but some of the football today was absolutely amazing. Some of the best football I think we played under Ruben Amorim. I think one of the best performances. Now, actually, I can't say that, can I? For 80 minutes, it was the best performance.
Well, you could definitely say like attacking moments, in terms of putting moves together, at the start of the season, in fairness, we were creating chances like that, but we weren't scoring the goals. Today, we have been able to score the goals. We saw it against Liverpool last week, been scoring the goals. I think it just might be, once again, a bit of a inclination of, there is a bit of a drop off when you're bringing some of the players we're bringing on, like, Kobe in that Casemiro role, it just don't really work, does it? You know what I mean? It done. And maybe that's why Amorim saying he's competing with Bruno, because once you bring Ugarte on the pitch, it looks a bit more stable, but even him coming on, it's a bit chaotic. Once Ahmad came off at right wing back, then you don't really have that outlet anymore. Just there are frailties in this squad. There are frailties in this team. Dorgu, when he came on, was shocking. He was really poor when he came on, and he was a big part of that first Brighton goal. So we're not there just yet. But I tell you what, we can beat teams. You beat Liverpool, beat Brighton here. Beat Sunderland, who've just gone to Stamford Bridge. Actually, if you look at the last 3 games of the teams we've played, it's back-to-back Premier League wins. Beat Sunderland, who they're up to like second in the Premier League. Good team, clearly a good team. Chelsea can't beat him at home. You're then facing Liverpool at Anfield. We haven't won there in a decade. We've done that. I know Liverpool are struggling at the minute, but they're going to be there and thereabouts this season in terms of Champions League, you know. And then you're looking at this game today against Brighton, who we don't beat that often. They are our bogey team. Chelsea couldn't beat them at Stamford Bridge either. And we've got the 3 points and we scored 4 goals doing it. And we're up to 4th in the Premier League. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I could have never dreamt of this. I could have never dreamt of that.
Listen, Amorim was excuse the pun on death row. You know, these set of games, and I remember them saying that this run of fixtures was going to kind of tell us a lot about him, and maybe even force the owner's hands. Obviously, Sir Jim came out in defense of him, but we knew that these games were, because we knew it was a bogey team and then it was Liverpool. We knew that actually this is kind of the gauntlet to run. And honestly, in the Liverpool game and in this game, what we've seen is actually some of the best of what Amorim can offer us. Again, still a long season. But as I said, if we can string some wins together, Owen, if we can go into Nottingham Forest, beat them, beat whoever's after that. I'm not sure who we've got after them, but Spurs. Yeah, why not? Why not? From what I've seen today in terms of our front players, why not? These teams are going to be there for the taking. There's points to take advantage of. Let's just try and get ourselves nice and ahead where we can and see where we're at the end of the season. We're not going to win the league. We know that, but let's give it a go and see if we can get into the top half of the table, into the top 4, into the Champions League spots, because why not? But you know what? I have to give a shout out to Amorim, man. I think the formation, the tactics today were spot on. They were set for the subs, which we'll talk about in a bit, but spot on.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think you look at him the last week or so. I mean, Gary Neville said it on commentary. It's probably the best week of his Man United career so far, which again, it's not really that there was many good weeks so far, but still it's a win against Liverpool. It's a win against Brighton. And coming out of this last international break, if you'd have said, I mean, it was probably only the likes of Marcel that would go, yeah, we'll win the first 2 games, Liverpool and Brighton. You'd be like, no chance, mate. Not going to happen. Yeah. But we win today 4-2. And I think the important thing is, despite the stumble and despite sort of the stuttering and the nervous last sort of 10 minutes, we did deserve to win that game today. You know, if it had ended up 3-3, that'd have been like, what a collapse. I mean, what have United done there? Because we deserve to win. We deserve to win that game. We've got players now that I think you can rely on. You know, we've spoken before that I only felt like at points, you can only rely on Bruno to do something magic. Now you've got Brian Mbeumo can do something. You've got Mateus Cunha. You can do something. Yeah. You've obviously got Šeško, got an assist for Mbeumo's first goal as well. And the goals that we conceded, I don't think the goalkeeper can do too much about it. So and also with the goal conceded and a bit nervy towards the end. As I always say, this is why results are the most important thing. In 2 or 3 months, do we remember, oh yeah, it's really nervy at the end against Brighton? No, you just remember we won 4-2. No. You go 4-2. I'll tell you what as well. And if someone didn't watch the game today and someone said, oh, how'd Man United get on? And they went, oh, they won 4-2. You go 4-2 against Brighton. Bloody hell. I'll tell you what, maybe they are turning the corner. 4 goals. 4 goals for the 4th best team in the Premier League at the moment. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And not bad at all. And as you was talking about sort of like results and stuff, on paper in black and white, it doesn't tell you a play-by-play of the game. It just tells you the number of which the goals were going in.